Good morning.
Oh, hi. You're here? Why is the police here? What's going on? Uh-oh. Why are the police here? That's weird. No, we're not.
Hey, per Code of Federal Regulations, it's a violation. Code of Federal Regulations 39 CFR 232.1. I am trespassing you guys from the post office. Subsection E states that disorderly conduct or conduct which creates loud and unusual noise or impedes ingress or egress to the post office or otherwise obstructs the usual use of entrances, foyers, corridors, offices, elevators, stairways, and parking lots, or which otherwise tends to impede or disturb the public employees in the performance of their duties, or which otherwise impedes or disturbs the general public in transacting business or obtaining the services provided on property is prohibited. We received 3 calls for you guys being here, disturbing people, taking photos of them in line. They're very uncomfortable. Some lady said you're filming her credit cards. I don't care about IDing you, but I am trespassing you. You guys
we haven't done any of that.
I don't care. You need to leave.
This is a First Amendment protected activity.
Okay.
All right, guys, welcome back to the channel where we break down your rights and show you exactly how to exercise them when dealing with public officials. In today's documentary, we witness a police officer who clearly does not understand the law he's sworn to uphold. From the very start, this encounter is headed downhill. The officer walks into a public post office already convinced that a crime has occurred, even though filming in public is a constitutionally protected activity. Without verifying facts, jurisdiction, or applicable federal regulations, he immediately escalates the situation. This sets the tone for everything that follows. Instead of protecting rights, he attempts to suppress them. What makes this case especially troubling is how confidently the officer misrepresents the law. Pay close attention, because this interaction becomes a textbook example of how ignorance of constitutional rights can quickly turn into attempted abuse of authority.
Leave the post office. You got him trespassing again? What's that?
Is that unlawful order?
100%.
So we're going to be arrested.
I'm not enforcing 32 or 39 CFR, but I'm enforcing penal code, that 602 penal code. I'm trespassing you. You guys are receiving a lawful order to leave.
So I'll be arrested if I don't leave.
Leave.
But I'm just asking. I'll leave. But I'll
Yes, I'm asking you to leave.
I'll be okay. Can I have your name and badge number, sir?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I'm Joe Gonzalez.
Sir.
Badge number 1305.
So you're trespassing me for First Amendment protected activity.
Please don't make this complicated. Yes, you have to leave. All right. I know. You guys want me to respond.
No, I don't, sir. I don't, sir.
It's very clear.
I haven't
You guys
made
love
contact
this.
with
You
every.
enjoy this. I have no secrets, man. I'm
No.
Joe Gonzalez. I'm a corporal. Here's my card. Badge number 1305. You need to leave. Okay?
Under the threat of arrest
Yes, leave.
for First Amendment protected activity.
Dude, you are violating Code of Federal Regulations. They want you to leave. You're causing a disturbance. So leave.
I haven't caused a disturbance, sir.
You need to leave.
Or else you're going to take me to jail.
No, I'm going to stand here and keep telling you to leave.
Am I going to jail if I don't leave?
Maybe I'll give you a citation eventually.
Sir, all I was doing is standing here, video recording.
Okay, cool.
People talk to me.
All right, we're not going to get down to the weeds of this.
Things escalate fast when the officer starts citing federal regulations he clearly doesn't understand. He claims the man is trespassing under postal regulations, despite failing to articulate any actual disruptive behavior. Standing quietly with a camera does not equal disorderly conduct, no matter how many times he repeats it. The officer relies heavily on vague complaints and third-party discomfort rather than observable facts. This is where we see a common tactic, using people feel uncomfortable as a substitute for lawful justification. But constitutional rights are not contingent on public comfort. The First Amendment doesn't disappear just because someone feels uneasy. Instead of de-escalating, the officer doubles down, issuing unlawful orders and threatening arrest without probable cause. This moment marks the beginning of a power struggle fueled not by law, but by ego and misunderstanding.
Third call I've received, you need to leave.
But I have no control over people calling,
We can
sir.
do this all day. You need to leave. It's going to go back and forth. Nothing I say will satisfy what you want. I understand. I've done this a million times. Nothing against you. I have nothing against your rights, but you need to leave.
But people are harassing me, sir. I appreciate it,
You sound
sir.
really ashamed of who you actually are.
No, I'm not ashamed.
Okay, well then why are you completely covering your face and your
I
eyes?
wear this for religious purposes. This beard, it brings me closer to
Turn the camera
God.
around under your beard so everyone on the camera can see your cool.
They do see it, sir. I wear this for religious purposes.
If you're not ashamed of it, why don't you show your...
Sir,
your cool
I'm engaging in
beard?
First Amendment protected activity, sir. I'm not here to cause trouble. I haven't disturbed any
Let's
business.
talk about the beard a little bit.
Sure, we can.
Okay.
I wear it
show
for...
people on the camera your religious beard.
Why? So you can touch me or do something to me if I turn the camera
I'm
on?
recording too.
Sir, I know.
I know, but I want to talk a little bit about your religious beard.
Okay, look. I can't grow a beard as good looking as yours, so I have to wear this.
Go for it.
I can't grow a beard as good looking as yours, so I have to put a beard wig on. It brings me closer to God. I'm a Christian. So I'm here practicing my faith, and my First Amendment
I'm not
attack.
very religious. I just want to talk about your religious beard right now.
Okay,
Completely off topic, aside from everything else going on, and your cool glasses.
I appreciate it, sir.
So, but why are you ashamed to show everyone on the camera your religious beard?
Because I'm surrounded by a person with a gun.
As the exchange continues, the officer openly threatens arrest for refusing to leave, even though he can't articulate a single law that's been broken. This is where the encounter becomes especially dangerous. When officers treat compliance as mandatory regardless of legality, citizens are placed in an impossible position. The man calmly asks for clarification, badge numbers, and justification, all reasonable requests. The officer responds with irritation rather than answers. Notice how often he talks in circles, repeating the same claims without evidence. This tactic is designed to wear people down until they surrender their rights, just to make the interaction stop. But the man refuses to fold. He understands something crucial. Unlawful orders do not become lawful simply because they are repeated by someone with a badge.
And I have to protect myself.
All right. If I go put my gun away and lock it up, will you talk to me about it?
Did I do
Can
something?
you turn your camera around and show people your beard? I'll go lock my gun up right now. If you'll turn your camera around and show
Well, actually, people have been harassing me, sir.
What's that?
People have been harassing me.
I'm sure, because they don't like being filmed with credit card information and their personal mail information.
But this is First Amendment protected activity. They don't have to like
I
it,
already
sir.
explained to you, Code of Federal Regulations 39. I'm not going to enforce it, but I'm enforcing Penal Code 602 PC, and you are being trespassed. So you need to leave.
But for what though, sir?
So how long do you want to do this? Like, you want to do this 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour?
But why should I give up my constitutional rights because people are uncomfortable, sir? I was standing here. I didn't make contact with anybody. They made contact with me, and those people know it.
Because of your beard.
So what if my skin color made them uncomfortable, sir?
I don't know.
Can I kick them out because his skin color I don't like, sir?
You're taking this completely out of context. I mean, you're just... Honestly, nothing I say will satisfy what you want. I already know.
I understand that, sir. But my civil liberties aren't
Maybe it was your cool sunglasses that offended people.
my civil liberties aren't contingent on somebody's comfort.
Okay.
I'm not here to bother anybody. I've been over here the whole time. I walked that way and came back. I didn't make contact with
I don't know
anybody,
if people
sir.
are uncomfortable. I know the lady I talked to over there, she was really uncomfortable because you're filming her credit card information.
No, I wasn't.
And she was trying to report something and you got in her face and then you walked right in front.
I didn't get in her face, sir.
Okay.
I didn't get in. I know better than that. You know I know better than to get in anybody's face. That would get me in trouble. I know better not to get in anyone's.
At this point, the officer shifts tactics entirely. Instead of focusing on alleged disturbances, he fixates on the man's appearance, specifically his beard and religious expression. This is a massive red flag. When law enforcement starts commenting on personal appearance or religious practices, it signals that they've lost any legitimate legal footing. The man explains that his beard is part of his religious expression, which is also protected under the First Amendment. Rather than respecting this, the officer presses further, asking him to expose his face for the camera. This crosses a serious constitutional line. Freedom of religion is not negotiable, and it certainly isn't subject to police curiosity. The conversation has now drifted far from law enforcement and straight into personal intimidation, disguised as casual conversation.
That beard's starting to make me uncomfortable.
I'm not taking off my religious garb for uncomfort. Thank you. I've done nothing wrong, ma'am. I've just been standing here.
No, I know.
Yeah.
What's that?
Isn't good.
I haven't done.
Okay.
If people are
You want me
uncomfortable,
to read Code of Federal Regulations to you again?
you can read it to me, but I haven't disturbed anybody.
Alright.
Me existing and standing, sir,
Okay, I'm not going to change my mind. You need to leave.
or else you're going to arrest me and take me to jail.
I'm going to sit here and keep telling you to leave. I would really like to not do that.
But my civil liberties go above your need.
But we're having a problem here. You're disturbing everyone in here. You're violating Code of Federal
Okay,
Regulations.
tell me what I did to disturb everyone, sir.
This is a report from staff here. This is a report from people. I didn't see it.
A report.
Yeah.
So I can call the police and report someone and they have to leave?
You don't no.
Sir,
If you own a private business, yeah.
this is a public place. I'm not here to do any of this, sir. I'm just here to stand here and document.
Okay.
If people talk to me and don't like it, I have no control over that. I'm not here for that. Actually, you know what? When you leave, I'll probably be gone in 10 minutes. I'm not going to be here all day.
Okay.
But the best thing you can do, explain to them. But they already know I haven't talked to anybody. I haven't disturbed anybody. If people are coming up to me, I have no control.
People called and said they were very disturbed.
I have no control over that,
Talk to
sir.
them, and
Here's where the hypocrisy becomes impossible to ignore. The officer insists he supports constitutional rights while actively trying to suppress them. He repeatedly claims he doesn't want to arrest the man, yet continues threatening arrest if the man doesn't comply. This contradiction exposes the real issue: control. The man clearly explains that he hasn't interacted with customers, blocked access, raised his voice, or interfered with postal operations. Simply existing with a camera is not a crime. Yet the officer treats presence itself as a violation. This is a dangerous mindset. When lawful activity becomes suspicious simply because it challenges authority, we're no longer dealing with public safety. We're dealing with authoritarian behavior creeping into everyday policing.
Made contact with me.
okay.
If they don't like the way I talk to them, they're free to walk away.
All right. Well, regardless of that, I talked. First thing I came here, I didn't even talk to you guys. First thing I did is come here and talk to staff. Asked if you were causing a disturbance. Asked if they wanted to leave. Staff told me you guys were causing a disturbance and they wanted you to leave.
But I haven't caused a disturbance. Ask them how.
It doesn't matter.
By standing here with the camera?
They told me. They work here. You need to leave.
They can't kick a member of the public out
I can.
for not committing a crime. I haven't committed a crime, sir.
I'm not saying you committed a crime.
Look, normally people are more angry and agitated. Like, I'm really reasonable, and I hope you appreciate that.
I do.
But I
You're
can't,
not reasonable because you're not leaving.
sir. I can't sleep tonight knowing I gave up my civil liberties. I'm giving up my civil liberties because they're uncomfortable. What if I was a man in a dress? That makes a lot of people uncomfortable, but that man has a right to be in a dress. Would you kick out a trans
It has
man?
nothing to do with the thought of a guy with wearing a dress.
Right, we're talking about the comfort.
Yeah.
Sir, a lot of things in here make me
There's a big
uncomfortable.
difference between you grabbing people online, filming them.
I haven't done that, sir. Sir, I haven't done that.
Completely different.
I haven't done any of that, sir. That would be wrong if I did get credit card
How long are
information.
we gonna do this? How long are you gonna stand there with cool sunglasses and your beard
Sir.
and film when I'm asking you to leave?
But why?
I get where this is going. Like you want me to arrest you. You want.
I don't want to arrest you. I want to be home tonight.
Okay.
The discussion turns toward comfort, and this is where the officer's argument completely collapses. Discomfort is not a legal standard. If it were, anyone could remove anyone else from a public space simply by claiming unease. The man makes this clear by offering logical comparisons involving race, clothing, and identity. The officer struggles to respond because there is no lawful rebuttal. Civil liberties do not bend to personal feelings. The Constitution exists precisely to protect unpopular behavior and minority expression. This moment highlights why knowing your rights matters. Without that knowledge, many people would have already left, not because they were wrong, but because standing your ground is uncomfortable.
But I'm not going to give up my civil liberties because they're uncomfortable.
Okay. But you are refusing to leave.
But I have no reason to leave.
I'm giving you a lawful order as a police officer, a sworn police officer in the state of California to leave the post office.
Or else you're going to take me to jail.
There's no or else. I'm giving you a lawful order. Why
I know,
can't
but-
you just understand that I'm giving you a lawful order to leave?
But you can't do that. I'm in public, and I haven't
Can't
committed.
do that.
You haven't committed.
I
I
trespass
haven't.
people all the time.
Right? They probably did something wrong though. Trespass.
I read you a whole section of Code of Federal Regulations.
I haven't violated any regulations, sir. Me standing here with the video camera doesn't violate regulations.
Okay, but you caused a disturbance.
No, I haven't, sir.
Again, we're going to go in the circle again. You
But
wanna
sir,
keep going in
I
the circle?
haven't caused a disturbance. I haven't caused a disturbance.
Well, based on
There's video cameras all
my
over here.
findings, based on everything that everyone has said to me, that's enough for me to substantiate you two caused a disturbance, and you guys need to leave.
Based on what, sir?
Based on,
What did I
based on
do?
3 employees that talked to you, based on the 3 calls, and the whole reason I'm here.
Okay, but what did I do to cause a disturbance?
I already explained that to you.
Standing here with a video camera, sir?
No, I never said you.
Well-
I never said you standing here with video cameras disturbing anyone.
Do you have reasonable,
You guys are here,
articulate?
I knew you were here with the camera, and I didn't respond here. I had no issues with that. You can just stand here with the camera.
That's
not happened.
what I've been
That's not
doing.
what
Yes,
we
it is, sir. I have the whole thing on video.
Okay. All right.
And my friend has a body
So,
cam.
let me ask you this: are you refusing to leave right now? Yes or no? It's a very simple question.
Okay, but if I don't...
As pressure mounts, the officer begins relying heavily on secondhand reports rather than firsthand observation. This is another critical failure. Law enforcement cannot lawfully act without independently verifying alleged misconduct. The man repeatedly asks one simple question: what did I actually do? The officer never answers it. Instead, he references vague complaints, staff opinions, and phone calls. None of these replace evidence. This back and forth exposes a fundamental misunderstanding of due process. Rights are not revoked based on rumor. Probable cause must be based on observable facts. The man remains calm, articulate, and consistent, while the officer grows visibly frustrated by his inability to force compliance.
Leave, am I going to be arrested?
No, I'm asking you a question. Are you refusing to leave? Yes or no?
Am I going to be arrested if I don't leave?
Oh my God, dude, are you refusing to leave? Yes or no?
Well, I need to know the consequences if I stay.
This seems like you're refusing to leave to me.
I have no reason to leave,
Do you
sir.
understand? I'm not trying to challenge your rights. I'm not trying to make your life
But
more
you-
difficult.
you-
I don't want you to,
you kinda are, sir.
cry at night in bed because I told you to leave the post office.
Can I tell you something? I was born in a country that they oppress people. We came here as immigrants for freedom. So I can't leave this place.
Okay.
For
My parents are from Mexico. So
Exactly. But I came to this country for freedom. I know better to come in here than disturb everyone, sir. I think you know that.
Okay.
People react to me. I have no control over that. I'm not baiting them. I don't have a sign on my shirt that says bug me or anything, sir. But I came to this country for freedom, and I can't give that freedom up.
Okay.
I have the whole thing on video. I haven't disturbed anybody. People have gotten upset at me, yes.
Alright.
And I'm really honest with them. They ask me what I'm doing. I say I'm video recording.
Okay.
I've never got close to that machine. I haven't got in line. The only response I give to people is when they contact me first. That's it.
Okay.
I'm not going to be here all...
I'm filming right here. I didn't realize the machine was right there.
Yeah, the lady was
I
right
would be
there.
very uncomfortable getting on a credit card machine with you with the camera right there.
But I have no control over her comfort levels. I'm not here to get a credit card machine with an
Why
iPhone.
don't you go to a bank? There's people with credit card machines by the bank. Why
I'll
don't you
do
go
that
over
next.
there?
When the officer asks if the man is refusing to leave, it becomes clear he's fishing for justification rather than enforcing law. He wants the refusal itself to become the crime. This is a classic trap. The man wisely asks about consequences, understanding that compliance under threat erodes constitutional protections. The officer can't provide a clear legal outcome, which speaks volumes. The conversation then shifts toward immigration, freedom, and why the man values his rights so deeply. This isn't theatrics, it's context. Rights matter most to those who understand what life looks like without them. This moment humanizes the encounter and underscores why surrendering rights just to keep the peace is a dangerous precedent.
I'll do that next.
Like,
But not to
what
get-
does this accomplish in life with you? Is this how you display your freedoms in America? There's so many other ways to do it.
Okay, so
Like, I get it. Like, you're gonna go post this video on YouTube. You're probably gonna get a bunch of likes.
I don't know
And
if I'm
you're
supposed
refusing to
to...
show people your cool beard and your cool glasses. You don't.
Well,
want
this is part of my religion. If I had a hijab on, you wouldn't be pressuring me to take it off.
No, I'm not. I don't want you to take it off. I don't want you to take it
Yeah.
off at all. I just want you
Yeah.
to show people your beard. That's part of your religion.
This is part of my religion.
Okay. Okay.
So I came from a very oppressed country, and I was told when we came to this country we have freedoms,
Yeah.
and I'm just exercising my freedoms. So when a woman goes to vote, I'm not going to go out there and harass her. I don't like what you're doing. You can't vote because she has a right to vote based on the
Nothing to
Constitution.
do with any of this.
People are uncomfortable with what I'm doing, but I have a constitutional right to be
How long have
here.
you guys been here?
Been at this post office? I don't know. I've lost track of time now 'cause
Okay.
I've been recording you
Well,
for.
I've had plenty of calls before this about you being here. I said, cool. Guys are in the lobby filming. There's nothing wrong with that. And I
Yeah,
started getting calls about people getting cut off in line, people trying to use their credit card.
I haven't-
worried about you being filmed, you raising your voice. I've heard 2 calls of you guys raising your voice and yelling at people.
I haven't
That's a
yelled.
problem. That's a disturbance. That's violating Code of Federal Regulations for post offices. And I clearly read everything to you.
I haven't
And
raised
again,
my
I'm
voice.
not going to
sir.
enforce that, but that is a violation. What I
I
am
get it.
enforcing is that you need to leave. And
No.
I don't understand why you can't just leave.
Despite acknowledging the man's calm demeanor, the officer continues pressing him to leave. He insists order must be maintained, yet fails to define what disorder looks like in this situation. This contradiction exposes a flawed enforcement philosophy: authority first, legality second. The man clearly states he hasn't approached machines, entered lines, or interacted with customers unless they approach him first. These facts remain uncontested. Still, the officer persists. The tension here is telling. This is no longer about safety or order. It's about an officer unwilling to accept that a citizen can lawfully say no.
Because I came to this country and I became a U.S. citizen for freedom, sir.
Good for you, and I'm very proud of that. I'm proud of this country.
But I can't. I would love to give. You seem like a nice guy. You're not an a-hole cop or whatever. But I can't. I would. It's like I might as well go back to my country. But because somebody's don't.
Is that what you want to do?
No, I like the freedoms here.
Okay.
I like the freedoms here. My
Why
voice
don't
was.
you go back there then?
Why don't I go back there?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're here.
Why don't you stay away from the credit card machine? I bet I won't get any more calls if you just stay away from the credit card machine.
I was never near that machine,
You're near it right now.
sir. The only reason I was recording
It's
the
common
woman.
sense, man. I don't want anyone near me. I don't want you this close to me with the camera.
I mean,
you know how many
you're-
credit card fraud cases I take for stuff like this? That makes me
I
feel
have.
uncomfortable.
You're assuming.
That's clearly a violation of Code of Federal Regulation.
If I was doing that, yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't recording any credit
You're
card
like
information.
10 feet from the credit card machine.
Sir, I love you.
I'm trying to be reasonable, right?
Sure.
I'm a human being. Why don't you just stay away from the credit card machine? I bet people won't call if you're doing that.
Sir, I'm not next to the machine. The lady had people covering her because she was paranoid.
So how long did you say you were gonna be here? 10 more minutes if I left? It's almost 10 more minutes.
Like when you're gone, I have nothing. Like I wasn't.
The officer eventually admits he doesn't want to arrest the man and wants the situation to end. This admission is revealing. Arrest should never be a bargaining chip. Law enforcement is not supposed to hope compliance happens. It's supposed to act within legal bounds. The man reiterates that being forced out under threat invalidates the concept of freedom. This exchange perfectly captures the heart of constitutional conflict. Rights only exist if you're willing to exercise them. Otherwise, they're just words on paper. The officer's tone softens, but his position remains unchanged, showing that politeness does not equal legality.
I would have probably been gone by now.
Okay.
Like I don't stay here all
How long are
day.
you gonna be here?
5-10 minutes after you leave. But the thing is, I can't leave because I'm forced to.
Okay.
It's like saying I don't like her hair color. It's making me uncomfortable. Does she have to leave? I respect what you're doing.
Well,
I
you're
totally.
wrong. I'm not going to arrest you because I don't want to cause a scene. I don't want you to feel your rights are violated.
Right.
I don't want to mess with your really cool beard and your really cool glasses.
I appreciate it.
All right. That is not my goal. My goal is to maintain order. My goal is to enforce the penal code. My goal is to be reasonable.
I get it.
My goal is to respect people's rights.
I appreciate
Okay.
it. Yes.
But I will maintain order. When
Wait.
people are reporting what they're reporting, which is making them uncomfortable, when people are saying that you are yelling, I'm not you in particular, I don't know if it's you or your partner, but when that's being reported to me, yes, I will maintain order. I'm not going to stand
So-
up and not do my job.
Right.
And that's something else maybe you need to understand about America because there is rule and order. All right?
I get it.
There's freedom, but you can't just do whatever you want. All right? So welcome to America. All right? It's not just a big free-for-all. It's lollygagging. You can just walk around, make people uncomfortable, film on a credit card machine. If you want that, find a different country, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Sir.
My parents are immigrants. My parents are from Mexico. They work really hard to become citizens. They work really hard to come here. All right?
I totally
This
get
has
it.
nothing to do with your nationality. No one's looking at you, pointing at you, laughing because they think you're from a different country. They're here calling us because they are uncomfortable with what you're doing. All right? And you're causing a disturbance based on what they're saying.
In the final stretch, the officer decides to disengage rather than escalate further. This is likely because cameras, both public and personal, are rolling. Accountability changes behavior. The officer recommends the man avoid certain areas, despite earlier claims that filming itself was not an issue. This inconsistency highlights the weakness of the officer's argument. He hands over his card, restates his name, and walks away, effectively conceding without admitting fault. This outcome wasn't achieved through force. It was achieved through knowledge, patience, and documentation.
I'm not,
so
sir.
I'm gonna leave because clearly it's gonna keep going. I don't want to arrest you. I just want you to leave. All right. So I'm gonna leave, and maybe I'm guessing, I'm hoping you'll leave within 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'll give you that
I recommend you don't sit here and film around the credit card. Very
Sir.
simple. Very simple request.
Those people-
I don't want to talk anymore. I gave you my card. I'm Joe Gonzalez. Have a nice day.
The people calling are giving you one side of the story.
Okay. Cool. All right. Cool beard.
Thank you, sir.
While no arrest was made, this encounter still reveals a serious problem. The officer showed a willingness to prioritize complaints over constitutional rights and demonstrated how easily authority can drift into coercion. The only reason this didn't end worse is because the man knew his rights and recorded everything. That's the lesson here. Always record. Always stay calm. Always know the law better than those trying to misuse it against you. If you want to help expose behavior like this and protect civil liberties, support the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing. Awareness is the strongest defense against misconduct. Remember, your rights only work if you use them.